in her confessional, she's mimicking Angela running back to the big house in Charles' shoes and telling me exactly what he said. And then she's like, wait a second, his knees aren't that good, so she's got to do his. I was dying. I got to slow down in Charles's big shoes. Welcome to We Wine Whenever. Grab your glass and join 3 Jersey Shore housewives, Wendy, Kelly, and Lori, as they dive into everything from Bravo drama to life's everyday chaos. It's unfiltered, it's hilarious, and it's the real talk you've been waiting for, from relationship to pop culture. We drink wine whenever, and we hope you do too. Don't forget to subscribe and give us a 5-star review. Cheers!
Hi, welcome to We Wine Whenever. I'm Kelly.
Wendy.
And tonight we're talking about Real Housewives of Atlanta, Season 17, Episode 5, Dynasty Divas in Atlanta. But really, they were in Texas, so whatever. But I'll do our call to action. Thank you for everyone who has subscribed and followed us. If you haven't, please go to YouTube and subscribe. Follow us on Instagram and share the podcast and tell your friends. And we truly, truly appreciate it because we have gotten some traction and we appreciate it.
Thank you.
So the opening of this episode is like the opening of Dynasty. Did you watch Dynasty?
I did, and I loved that. Like, I was like, oh, this is so cool.
It was such an iconic show. So it was a little confusing. Cynthia, I guess, met with Adrienne Maloof and Phaedra, but they were kind of going back and forth.
It was weird.
For a minute. Yeah. But when Cynthia was meeting with Adrienne Maloof and Phaedra, she said that they need the trip because they need to stop tripping and start having fun. And I couldn't agree more.
I totally
agree. So they kind of made Adrienne aware of like the beefs going on in the group. And then they cheers to big hair, big business, and big black cherries.
Oh my gosh, that when Phaedra came up with the big black cherry, I almost fell over. She makes me laugh.
She's very funny, Phaedra. She's very, very funny. And I got to be honest with you. At the end of the episode, I'm like, I don't even know if Phaedra did Phaedra say Pinky eats meat? I know she said she had a Jamaican restaurant that served meat, but okay, that doesn't mean she ate the meat. Like, I'm so confused over this.
I don't think she did. I don't think she did.
I don't think she did either.
I actually think it was Kelly.
Yeah.
I think it was Kelly.
With that, I still think that this
repeated it.
Right. I still think that this might be the stupidest fight we've ever had on Housewives history.
I don't know. There's been a lot of dumb ones, but this, yeah. What did you think of Adrienne? I thought Adrienne looked. I didn't like her hair color. I don't know that's.
I think there was a heavy filter on Adrienne.
Is that what it was? Something just looked off to me. She didn't look like the Adrienne I knew.
Face like almost looked blurred.
Yeah, maybe that was it. And the hair color just didn't match. Like, I think her skin. I don't know. I don't know. Something wasn't right. I don't know what it was.
I felt like there was a heavy filter, which
could be.
Checks out with her.
And what about the fact that the ladies had no idea what Dynasty was or what the Dynasty theme was? Like,
I mean, Shamea does not know who Diane Carroll is, who played Dominique Devereaux. I mean, you don't know who Diane Carroll is? Educate yourself. Like, seriously educate yourself. Because she was a fantastic actress. She was great on that show.
Absolutely.
I mean, I was blown away. Yeah, so some of them didn't really understand the assignment. However, I also think, like, you're traveling from Atlanta to Texas. It's not a particularly long flight, but it's not.
They flew private.
They flew private. Like, you know how I feel about flying. Like, I feel like comfort is of the utmost importance. So you don't really ask people to dress like Dynasty to get on an airplane, is my personal opinion.
Yeah, I didn't know. Was that the dress code for the plane ride, or that was the dress code for the theme of the trip?
It was probably for the theme of the trip, but they were making it like when people were like, when Shamea showed up, they were like, well, she didn't understand the assignment. Well, she's getting on a plane. She wants to be comfortable.
Right. I don't know that I understood the assignment either, and I know what Dynasty is.
Right. Well, they get on the PJ and they start holding hands, and Pinky starts doing a prayer. I mean, she even asked for blessings for the wings of the airplane.
I know. How long long you'd think that
I
was?
mean,
I really
that
wonder.
was a long prayer, but I'm scared to fly, so I would have sat there for as long as she wanted me to praying. That was a long prayer, though. On the plane, Pinky starts talking about her bankruptcy. She has 7 businesses. She has too many assets to qualify for a 7, which totally makes sense.
Mhm.
Yeah, if you have any equity in any of those, you can't. She exceeds the debt limit to qualify for a 13. And then with a Chapter 11, you have to show how you can pay the creditors back. It's like a reorganization of your debt personally, but she doesn't pay herself personally, is what she said. But then how are you making any money? I guess she's not.
I don't know. I don't know. I really don't know, to be honest with you. I don't
What
know.
she said all made sense to me, but I'm like that. But what is the option? But I guess that's what her attorney's trying to figure out.
Yeah, and I mean, her husband said that he would take care of it. So,
Yeah.
I don't know. I for someone listen, I don't think filing bankruptcy is something that you should be ashamed of. I don't. I
No.
absolutely don't. Like, I think that it
No.
happens, right?
Yeah.
But I don't think you should be throwing it around like that, so, like, willy-nilly with, like, all these companies when your husband's already said he would take care of it. Like, why does she keep talking about it? Like, I don't
I
understand
don't know.
that.
I don't know, but we've thrown this around probably in text messages though, but these people like stop talking about it because this is honestly what got Teresa Giudice thrown in jail. What she was talking about, how she was talking about it. I mean, the bankruptcy fraud, everything stemmed from her talking about her finances on the show.
And
But the
showing cash.
bankruptcy, yeah, that's what started it. But then she's talking about the bankruptcy and they got committed of bankruptcy fraud because she was hiding assets. I mean, the whole thing was a mess, but I agree with you. She's saying way too much. Like, stop talking.
Yeah, I mean, I like that you're, like, telling us what's going on in your life, but you told us once. Do we need to hear about it every episode? You've already told every single person. You mentioned it at Pinky's event.
Right.
Was it Pinky's event?
It's like
Yeah,
when
at Pinky's ev
Karen on
yeah,
the most recent reunion of Potomac told Wendy, like, you're saying too much. You're
right,
saying too
right.
much. And she's
Yeah.
right. So Shamea says she can't relate because her biggest problem is trying to make it through the Chick-fil-A drive-through before they stop selling breakfast. Which,
But
don't
th
get me
yeah.
wrong, is very funny, but watch what you say because your husband was and maybe it was false, but your husband was already in the headlines saying your house was being foreclosed on. I mean, I think she was saying it because of the rum company, and basically she was saying, like, that gives her cause for pause, but
She did say that. Yeah, she did.
yeah, yeah, you're
I
gonna
mean, and
wanna.
yeah, she's gonna wanna be careful, and Angela said in her confessional, like, "Let's make it clear, I lost $2,000,000 of my own money, not that I used someone else's money, like, that was my own money I lost. I did not stop I did that to stop the foreclosure of one of my properties."
Which is a
So,
very
I'm
common thing to do. Like,
right,
she didn't have any creditors. She probably filed for for a 13 to stop the foreclosure. I don't know. It's a common thing to do, though.
right. I also was very distracted by Pinky's earrings that she was wearing on the plane, how huge they were and how they were pulling down her earlobes. Did you
Yeah.
notice that?
Yeah, I hate heavy earrings like that. You're damaging
I
your
do
ears,
too.
and you can't come back from
Yeah.
that.
And it's not attractive. It's not
No, it's not
attractive.
attractive at all. No, it's not.
Yeah, and
Kay Michelle says that she and her husband did not have a prenup and her husband doesn't have any social media. Did you think it was odd that she thought that it was suspect that her husband doesn't have any social media? And the rest of them are like, "Be happy."
yeah, I didn't get that she thought it was suspect. I thought she was saying that, like, all men cheat, like, don't trust men, and because he doesn't have social media, like, nobody can be DMing him because there's no way to get to him.
Yeah,
No?
maybe I misread it because I read it the other way.
She said
But
he does not have social media, no one can contact him, so she knows that he's not cheating because she believes all men cheat. I don't know. I
well,
mean,
that's a
my husband
shame
doesn't
that
have
you
any
believe
social.
that, Kay Michelle. That's
Yeah.
a shame.
My husband doesn't have any social media either, but that's because he just really wouldn't know how to do it. It's fine. It's
And
fine.
my
He doesn't
husband
need it.
does, but the things he posts are so fucking crazy and outlandish. I don't think it's desirable for anybody except me. He is an acquired taste.
And I don't think Lori's husband has social media either,
No. No.
right?
He
No.
definitely does not. No. There's a red carpet to the Sprinter, and Cynthia says that they're going to go to the house for the first night and have a nice, peaceful dinner. So they're in the Sprinter, and somebody asked Drew about her dinner with Black, and she says he had a time at Portia's dinner, and he says to K. Michelle, well, you all are friends. And K. Michelle says, I do not know that man. And then they flash back to the tea with Portia, Kay, and Kelly, and she's telling them that Black was in her DM.
And she showed it. She showed them.
She showed it, but it was like, keep doing your thing, girl. You sound great. But then they flashed to Portia's dinner, and she did greet him on the phone, and she did say, it's so good to see you. Now, I only say that to somebody who I've met prior. It's so good to see you. Otherwise, I would say, it's so nice to meet you.
Got when she said that she hadn't seen him before, even if it was on the phone, because it was on the phone. He wasn't there in person. That's what I got from that. And the DM that he sent her, although he was talking about her music, he gave her his number in the DM. So
Yeah.
I thought that was a little sus.
I mean, listen, we don't know when these DMs are from either.
No, we don't. We don't.
And Drew's, she's maintaining that they're just friends. They're not.
Right.
This isn't, even though he brought her 2 dozen long stem roses, he's not her boyfriend. So I'll be honest with you. I don't know about K. Michelle. I liked her very much when she first came on in the beginning, but, well, we'll get to it. I guess the Sprinter ride was far because Phaedra said they could have been in Dubai by now.
It did seem like a long ride.
It did seem like a long ride. Well, they had to stop at a truck stop, so it must have been a long enough ride where they had to go to the bathroom.
I know it was
So
at
that
least
could
an
have been
hour.
a couple of hours.
Because I saw two timestamps. There could have been more, but I only caught 2, and I know it was at least an hour. So I don't,
Yeah. I mean, Texas is a big state. I don't know where they flew in, but
So I wonder, like, did Cynthia get that private plane for the tequila?
she must have. It was her. Maybe it was Adrienne Malouf's.
Oh, I bet you that's what it was.
I mean, that woman definitely has a PJ, or at least has access to one.
Yeah, I bet you that's what it was, because, I mean, I love Cynthia, and I listen to her all the time on a Humble Brag, and she doesn't have much. I mean, she does okay, but she
Sure.
doesn't have PJ money, and if she did, she wouldn't spend it on PJ, because she's very, very practical, Cynthia.
Exactly. I mean, maybe her boyfriend, because isn't he like a
No,
famous singer?
he's a singer, yeah, but I don't think that I think he's kinda like her too. I don't think he's
Yeah.
spending money on
Conservative.
that kind of stuff. Yeah, I
Right.
don't yeah,
Right.
yeah.
So was it called La Casa De Fe? Is that what this place
De
was called?
Fe. La
De
Casa
Fe.
De
That's
Fe.
what I had written down, and I thought I heard one of them say Le Fe, and I was like, oh, okay, so I changed it. De Fe. Okay. It looked amazing, and this is what I love. Did you see that spread of food they had out?
I sure did.
And the one thing I love about the Atlanta ladies, and I hope nobody takes shade to this because I would eat that food, and the ladies of Atlanta are eating that food. Like, that food is not
100%.
going to waste like these other knuckleheads on other franchises. These women are very smart, and that was a beautiful spread of food, and they're gonna eat it, and that's what I love about them, because I would too.
Yes. Yeah, I agree.
That
I
is
agree.
no shade. And then, of course, we get to the room designations, which is always fun to watch on a Housewives franchise.
It really is. It's like, you're damned if you do, and you're damned if you don't.
Yeah. So there's a main house, tiny house that one person can stay in, and a pool house for 2 people. So she says that when she saw the pool house, she immediately thought of the 2 people who are always together and can't be separated, and that's Kelli and Shamea. And then I forget her reason why she gave Pinky the tiny house. Did she say?
Yeah, she did. She gave her the tiny house because starts with, I feel like, Pinky, your energy gives me solitude. You are a grown ass, so I thought the tiny house is perfect for you. I mean,
Yeah.
I wouldn't be insulted by that. I honestly wouldn't be.
I wouldn't be insulted, and I would love to be by myself, quite honestly. I would have loved to be by myself, and I would have loved to be in the pool house. I mean, I guess all these bedrooms have their own bathrooms in the main house, I would imagine. I
The main
like
house had 6 bedrooms and 5 bathrooms.
okay, so somebody's not getting a bathroom in their room. Like, I would just like a bathroom, like my own bathroom. Like, Pinky's setup was ideal, although I'm a scaredy cat and I might get scared to be alone. So I might like
Mhm.
Kelli and Shamea's arrangement better, like sharing a bathroom with one person, but
Well,
just
no,
having
there's
your own
2
space.
they had 2 bathrooms. That
That's
house
what I
had
thought.
the pool house had
Yeah.
2 bedrooms, 2.5 beds, so they must have had whatever, and 2 bathrooms, and a bunk bed situation.
I don't understand what they were so jacked up about.
I think because it was dirty, honestly, I think because it was dirty. I mean,
Yeah.
listen, the skeevy sheets and then the shower, I'm sorry.
Yeah.
When I go to a hotel, that skeeves me. It does, I'm sorry. A dirty room skeeves me.
Yeah. And this was like totally giving Potomac vibes with that Colorado house and like, I
I don't
didn't
know if
wanna
I
go through
got
that again.
Potomac vibes, but I mean, as soon as, like, I saw the dirty sheets and like, no, like, do
Yeah, I guess at least the plumbing was working.
yeah.
Angela comes to visit Shamea and Kelli, and they basically tell her how pissed off they are, and that frickin' frack, Phaedra and, Portia should be in the pool house. Cynthia would have never done that. There's no way. She would never put Portia in that pool house.
No, she wouldn't.
And Kelli says, "I'm telling Angela everything because she's gonna run it right back to the big house and tell everybody what we said." And she did.
Yes, she is. Oh, that's what she's doing. She was right.
Shamia calls Gerald and tells him she put us in the outhouse. And he says, can I call you back in 2 minutes?" And she's like, "From your clean house?" Mhm.
How about when in her confessional, she's mimicking Angela running back to the big house in Charles' shoes and telling exactly what he said. And then she's like, wait a second. No, his knees aren't that good, so she's got to do it. I was dying. I got to slow down. Charles's big shoes.
It is so funny. Man, that was great. So, Pinky shows up to dinner first, and Portia's there, and Phaedra? Right? That's who she was telling. She was telling
Portia's
them
talking to
that
Pinky, yeah.
she went to see Shamea and Kelli, and they didn't clean the house, so they're not getting dressed. They're not they're not gonna go in those showers, basically. So they're not trying to come to dinner. And, she told Portia that, and then Phaedra showed up. And then
Right.
Pinky said that, K. Michelle's skipping dinner too because her glam didn't show up. Now, I'm sorry.
That's
This
ridiculous.
was ridiculous.
I
This
totally agree.
totally changed things for me with K. Michelle. First of all, we wind up seeing her this evening. She looked great. How vain are you that you don't go to dinner because do you think she just didn't go because Shamea and Kelli weren't going?
No. No, because I remember I called her out when she got brought glam to the hospital. Who brings glam to the hospital?
Yeah.
And you're like, yeah, because she wasn't going home. Like,
Right, because
you're
she was
just
going to
getting
film.
out of the
So she can't
right.
film without her glam, but then she wound up filming anyway. This changed things for me with K. Michelle, like, for real. Pinky said Kelli and Shamea couldn't shower because it was dirty. That's when I said this was Potomac all over again. And Portia says, like, someone should tell Cynthia. So she'll get someone over there to do it and clean it. And apparently they did. Cynthia was sending over someone
Yes.
to clean the pool house. And in the meantime, Pinky was going to give them her tiny house to sleep in for the night. And then she'll go stay with K. Michelle.
Which I thought
Who
was
event-
very nice.
I totally agree. I thought that was very nice. And then K. Michelle winds up over by Shamea and Kelli with their big old bottle of whiskey.
Right. And did you catch that they were cooking in the pool house?
Yeah.
So the chefs were in the pool house, even though there was 2 kitchens in the main house.
I got to be honest with you. I wouldn't have liked that. Okay, so you put me in the pool house. I
Right.
would have personally loved the pool house because I'm a swimmer and I would love to wake up first thing in the morning and go swimming in that pool. But yeah, that's an invasion of privacy. There's a huge kitchen in the big house and then
There's
another
2
one.
kitchens.
Right.
Right.
So plenty of room where you're not going to be in anyone's way. In the pool house, you're right in their face.
And you're eating at the big house. So why the hell aren't you cooking at the big house?
Yeah, that
It
was
didn't make any
stupid.
sense to me. It didn't make any
No.
sense to me. I was like, what is going on here?
Right. Right. So then we go back to Kelli and Shamea and K. Michelle, and Kelli starts crying. And in her confessional, she explains that her ex held a press conference and they were holding signs of her kids.
She said
Like,
showing her children. I was like,
yeah,
what?
like,
Like
like
pictures?
trying to make it like, she's not allowing him to see his children. But she said, like, it's not about him seeing the girls. It's about him inconveniencing me. And he must not be signing off for these girls to film. And that
Well, she
is,
said that. She
yeah.
said that.
And that's messing with her money. Now you're interfering with her money because for her to be a successful housewife, she's going to have to show that part of her life. And he is interfering with it. This guy seems like a real douchebag.
Yeah, he does.
So now back at the big house, Pinky asks Cynthia if there was an intention on room assignments. And she said as soon as she saw the pool house, she thought of Kelli and Shamea, Cynthia. That's what she said.
Yeah.
And then that's when Angela repeats what they said about Frick and Frack, and they should have been in the pool house.
Mm-hmm.
And Angela asked Pinky, do you think it was intentional? And Pinky was like, yeah, at first I did. I don't know where this went left. I mean, Angela said that Pinky was bringing a sense of hostility, and Pinky was like, oh, no, I'm not. So, but then we get on, Drew asks Portia, have you talked to Kelli? And, she tries to make it as if her sending the flowers to Kelli on the opening day of Nana's Chicken and Waffles wasn't shady. It was a gesture. And
Right.
Pinky asked Portia if she said Kelli slept with a married man because Kelli said shit about Portia. Yes, Pinky, I'm going to answer that for you. That is exactly why Portia did what she did.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, 100%. Because she said she's sleeping with that woman's man, meaning, what was her name? Farrah?
And
Whose
that's what
Farrah
she
was
said as
married
soon
to
as she met
Simon?
her, when she met her for the first time at Shamea's birthday party. Like, that was her first interaction with her.
Yep. So yes, that is exactly why Portia did that. And Portia says, I want to move forward with Kelli. I like Kelli. Kelli likes me, but there's more to talk about in this group. And then she brings up Phaedra and Pinky. And Drew was like, what? Like, I forgot Drew didn't witness a lot of what had happened.
Because she had a respiratory infection, so she wasn't at the Pinky's event.
Yeah. So they kind of fill her in on what happened. And Pinky says that Angela said it was Shamea. Phaedra's denying saying she ate meat, but they keep showing the same two things. Shamea's in the hot tub. Who's she in the hot tub with? Is Phaedra in the hot tub?
But she was with Kelli. I thought she was talking to Kelli.
She was talking to Kelli. Kelli, in the beginning of the season, Kelli goes to Shamea's house.
Right.
And that's where we learn that they are best friends now. And that's when that conversation took place where Kelli said, I saw her eat a steak a few weeks ago, right? But she says it in a way where it could have actually been a joke. So
Right.
that could have been a joke. So then you see Shamea on the phone with Phaedra, and that's when she says she owned a Jamaican restaurant and they
Right.
had meat. Okay,
Right.
that's not saying she ate meat. That's saying that she had a restaurant that served meat. But something happened in the hot tub, and you kind of only see Shamea. Like, I don't know who else was in the hot tub with her. That's what I mean. By the end of the episode, I'm like, I'm so confused. I don't even know if Phaedra did say it. I know Shamea said Phaedra said it.
Right.
But
Right.
maybe Shamea thought Phaedra said it. Like, I don't think anybody's wrong here. I think it's like a bad game of telephone.
But again, at this point, who cares? Like, this is episode
Not
5,
me.
and we are still talking about this. Episode 5, and we're still talking about this.
I know. Okay. So now we're back with Kelli, and she asks K. Michelle how she's feeling about her new album. And K. Michelle says that it's very different when you're doing country than R&B, the way they release the albums. Like, they release a song every 6 to 8 weeks, and then they build on the momentum. So I guess it's just something she kind of has to learn. Cynthia walks over to the pool house and she says that they're working on getting the room cleaned. And since Cynthia says to Kelli and Shamea that Pinky said they were really mad. And Shamea says, we are really mad. And I thought, good for Shamea, because somebody else would have been like, it's okay, it's all right. And then you're making Pinky look bad.
Right, right.
Then you're making it look like Pinky's blowing something out of proportion where she's not because they were mad. So I thought, good on Shamea for acting like that, you know? So, okay. Back at the big house with Pinky and Angela, again, I don't know how this went so left.
Gosh.
Pinky says she has no problem. Angela and Pinky start going at each other. I can't understand a damn thing they're saying at this point. I mean, I know they're shading the shit out of each other. I just can't understand it. And Angela says that Pinky is bothered by her, and Pinky says, "You are no threat to me." Angela said, "I'm not trying to come off as a threat, but you seem bothered by me." I don't think Pinky was bothered by her at all.
I don't think she
And
was either. I don't think she was either.
this is what I don't want to see, and I've said it before. I don't want to see Angela now pull an Emily Simpson and start doing Phaedra and Portia's dirty work, because that is what it's looking like, and I don't like it.
I don't get that. I don't think Angela would do that. I don't think Angela's going to do someone else's dirty work, to be honest with you. I got the impression when she first said to Pinky that you seem like hostile, I thought that she was just kind of saying to Pinky, "You are the new girl here. Why are you bringing up all these issues?" Because she was the one pointing out what was going on with Shamea and Kelly over at the pool house. That's the impression I got. But then at this point, it all turns into money between those two. It's
Mm-hmm.
Pinky was calling Angela a bitch. So Pinky said, "Bitch is a term of endearment. I'm a bad bitch." So then she called herself a bitch. Angela said, "A bad bitch who doesn't pay her bills."
Mm.
And then Pinky said, "Bitch, you can never touch the money that I have." And Angela said, "Well, I could throw
which is a
rock."
ridiculous thing to say to Charles Oakley's wife.
Right,
Ridiculous thing
right,
to say to Charles Oakley's wife.
right. And she's like, "I can throw a rock and hit 10 people you owe." And then Pinky's like, "I have a multi-million-dollar business. I have a lot of money. My husband is paid." Okay, well, her husband's paid too. She's Charles Oakley. He's Charles Oakley.
Right. Right. You're the
And
one
then
who keeps talking about your bankruptcy.
yeah, it honestly,
I mean, when Angela called her Mr. Clean and Papa Smurf, I almost fell off my chair.
yep. And Angela said, "Well, I never canceled Christmas to my employees." And Pinky's like, "What are you talking about?" And then Pinky's like, "What about how much do you owe in your foreclosures?" You're right. When she did call her Mr. Cleaner and Papa Smurf, I was like, oh boy. And then she went on about her. Pinky said, "Well, I know you owe someone some new veneers because that overbite you got's going on." I was like, what? What? Wait, what are we talking
That's
about?
what I didn't like. Because then they started going for their physical appearance. Like,
right.
I don't like it.
I don't
But
like
then
it
all
either.
of a sudden, Pinky's like, "I don't want to argue with you." And Angela says, "Well, you do come off as aggressive."
She
And then,
does.
and then that was it. She did. I'm
She
sorry. And I
does.
know we're not supposed to say
Yeah.
that, but she
No.
did.
Well, Angela said it. We didn't.
Right.
Right. We're just agreeing with Angela.
But I am agreeing with her.
I am too.
But it was wild. They did a total 180, and then now they're cool.
Now they're cool. And at the time they're doing this, that's when like Kelly comes in, right? And Drew in her confessional said, "In all my years, I've never seen someone pursue a walk-off and then do a reverse Uno and sit back down."
So funny. So then we end with K. Michelle not sitting down. She goes back in the house, and then eventually Shamea, Pinky, and Kelly follow her in there. Now, I had to watch this on my DVR because I had to watch it night of. I did not see any previews.
I didn't see any preview. I also watched it on the DVR because I watched it last night also.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I don't know. And I don't even know. I mean, at the end, when they were talking about, she's saying two broke bitches sitting in a tree, KISSING. Angela says, "We got million asset bitch, million assets, million." I was like, what are they talking about? And then Pinky said to Angela,
it's too much.
like, "You take off your wig and your lashes, you look like a boy Damon." Did anybody know what they were talking about?
I think she said that because of what Angela called her Papa Smurf and Mr. Clean,
Yeah, but is there somebody named Damon? I mean, were we supposed to know what that, like, were we supposed to know what that reference was?
I don't know.
I don't know. I was very confused.
Yeah, that banter got me I was like, oh. I can't keep up. They were talking so fast. You know what it is? They're so damn quick with their shade. I can't keep up.
Yeah, and I
I
don't
mean,
know what
God
they're
bless
talking
them for
about.
it.
I don't know what they're
Right.
talking about.
It's a
It's
lot.
going right over our head.
Right. Right.
Like, okay.
Exactly.
All right. I mean, I still like this show. Hopefully next week is a little bit better and we get to see some tequila tasting and this dinner. Oh, meanwhile, as they're fighting, they're still bringing out food. And we find out that this is a tasting menu for the big gala that they're having. So
Right.
I'm
So
looking
maybe the
forward to
gala
that.
is what they have to dress Dynasty for.
The Dynasty. Right. Hopefully. I don't know, though. We'll have to wait and see. All right.
It was
So
a great episode though, but
it
you
was.
know,
It was.
I mean, when they just squashed it, I was like,
Yeah.
okay, that's how we're doing it. All right. I mean,
Yeah.
they'll be shading each other next week, but
They absolutely will. And I just don't want to hear about the eating meat ever again. I think we've pretty much
no,
put that to
I'm
bed.
so over it. Like, who
Yeah.
cares? Who
Yeah.
cares?
Me. Nobody.
But thank
Nobody
you for
cares.
watching and listening, and please subscribe and follow us on Insta and share. Thank you. Bye.